Well, hi there, and welcome to our Sunday Hymn Time. Yes, here in the middle of another great Canadian Thanksgiving long weekend. So let me say Happy Thanksgiving to you here in Canada. Now, this doesn't take away from our American friends. I know you have your Thanksgiving November 25th. It starts off the holidays, right? That month leading up to Christmas time. Really exciting. But I got to tell you, there is something neat about having a Thanksgiving in October. Hey, yeah, there's a Canadian thing for you, but all the leaves changing color, the farmers out in the fields bringing in the harvest. We think about that during Thanksgiving time. In fact, a couple friends of mine last week let me ride with them in the big combine. Yes, as they were just harvesting a whole field of soybeans. Now, I was going to say I was helping my friends with the harvest, but no, I just had to sit there and make sure I didn't touch anything. All right, you can't trust me with this stuff. But it was amazing just to see the precision and the teamwork that is involved as farmers bring in the harvest here at this time of year. Pretty exciting. Well, I have a hymn for you. And you know what? I was putting together the worship songs for the service at church today, and I was surprised to discover that this hymn actually goes back to the early 1600s. Yeah, a long, long time ago. Now, the language is a bit different in some places, but it's amazing how much hasn't changed in, 400 years. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. It's called Now Thank We All Our God. Now thank we all our God with heart and hands and voices, who wondrous things hath done, in whom this world rejoices, who from our mother's arms has blessed us on our way with countless gifts of love, and still is ours today. Oh, may this bounteous God through all our life be near us, with ever joyful hearts and blessed peace to cheer us, and keep us in His grace, and guide us when perplexed, and free us from all ills in this world and the next. All praise and thanks to God the Father now be given, the Son and Him who reigns with them in highest heaven, the one eternal God, who earth and heaven adore. For thus it was, is now, and shall be evermore. All praise and thanks to God the Father now be given. Now thank we all our God. They used some complicated chords back in the 1600s. Anyway, I did my best with that. And I was thinking about Thanksgiving, and of course, being thankful to the Lord. Now, I know for many people, this is the weekend. You're going to maybe enjoy some turkey, or I'm not just referring to your brother-in-law coming to visit you, but you're going to enjoy some turkey dinner, or if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you got your special food you want to enjoy, and all the family and friends gathered around. Some of you are just looking forward to see a football game or something. Hey, it's all part of it. And hey, listen, every good and perfect gift comes from God. Actually, those verses in James chapter 1 where he says, yeah, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. So we're meant to be thankful to God. Yes, the Creator, the one who created all this harvest. Like I said, I can't say I was helping, but I was riding along in a combine with those friends of mine. And you know, the hallmark of a society that has lost its faith, has lost its way. This isn't good news. But one of the hallmarks of a society that has gone astray, let's put it that way, they've turned their back on God, and, well, maybe even God turns his back on them. Well, it's in Romans chapter 1. Now, by the way, God never lets us go just for the sake of, I don't like you people. No, it's always so we'll come to the end of ourselves and realize, oh, hey, wait a minute, I better go back to God. You know, like the story of the prodigal son. But it says that there are people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. We suppress the truth. Well, since what may be known about God is plain to them, because God has made it plain to them. Hey, just look around you. The leaves in the trees, the farmers out there in the fields, the bounty of the harvest. You just look around. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made. Back in the 1600s, they knew this. And it says here that although these people claimed to be wise, although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him. There's a hardening in our hearts that occurs when we refuse to acknowledge, when we refuse to give thanks. An attitude of gratitude, as somebody said. Now, of course, we thank people and hope you do that. Thank your family, when you get around the dinner table this weekend. But there's something about when we forget to thank God. Something happens inside of us. Yeah, we get a hardened heart. And so as Psalm 100 says, sometime this weekend, I know in the midst of all the fun and all the good times, or if you're like our farmer friends, as soon as you get a little break in the weather, you're out there working again. But take time to give thanks to the Lord. Psalm 100. Now, some of you are more familiar with the King James Version. It says, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Yes, a joyful noise like I made a few minutes ago. But listen, give thanks. Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving, and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name, for the Lord is good. Hasn't he been good to you? Oh, I know we can look at those one or two things in our life and say, now why did the Lord let that happen? And listen, hey, if I had an adequate answer for that, I would put it in a book, I would sell the book to you, and I'd never work another day in my life. No one knows everything, but listen, I do know this. God's been good to me. God is good. His love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. Whether it's the words you sing back in the 1600s or maybe just offering up a prayer before you enjoy your Thanksgiving meal this weekend. Give thanks to the Lord. And happy Thanksgiving to you from my house to yours here on this Canadian Thanksgiving long weekend.